Right now, millions of Americans are doing something they've never done before, putting food back in the shelves. This is not by mistake. This is something that is happening and people are not seeing. So stay tuned as I'm going to explain to you why food is still expensive in America. So one of the reasons why food is still expensive in America, even though you see on the television that inflation is under control or inflation is declining, is because of main things like that happened in COVID-19. During COVID-19, food prices spiked, and it was also the spike also increased between the Russian-Ukraine war. This those food levels went extremely high. Even though inflation is under control, the food prices are still high. That's why people are still seeing that the food prices are still high. It's very rare for food prices to go down, as most companies are businesses and they need to make a profit. So it's very rare for them to take the prices back to COVID level. Yes, inflation is under control, but like I said earlier, food prices are still high because of the sparks of COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war. So as much as food grocery prices have went up, usually grocery prices used to be $120. Now it's around about $180. So if it was just the groceries that went up, it wasn't gonna be. People are not gonna feel it that much. But the issue is, it's not just the groceries that went up. Rent has went up, insurances went up, mortgage payments have went up, interest rates have at record high. So now this thing of everything going up, it's affecting the consumer, especially the middle class. It's squeezing them. So the middle class is now spending more on essentials such as rent, housing, and food than luxury stuff such as cable TV, luxury clothes, and all those type of things. So this whole thing is a combination of the everything rising. Like I said earlier, high interest rates as well. So that's why people are feeling that the grocery prices are not going down, as the salaries are not increasing as faster than the inflation itself. Like I said earlier, even though if the inflation has come down or is under control, the problem is that the new high is the new normal now. So that, and like I said earlier, the salaries have not increased as fast as inflation. So this is affecting a lot of Americans. So people now are just trying to they're spending all their money on just basic essentials, the food, rent, as I said earlier. So where does food prices go from here? There are actually two paths. So food prices, if global markets stay the same, there are no major conflicts, there's no shortages of fuel, the food prices will stay the same or increase slowly. But the second part is, if there's a major conflict or there's tensions within global markets, food prices will spike up. And the challenge is that because of the decade ago of the spike of food prices, the margins now are more thinner. So now any disruption to the global markets will then affect and shock the grocery prices. So, and a small shock on on the global markets will have major consequences on the prices of the food. So, we're trading on thin ice. Um, we cannot USA cannot afford to have a major shock. So that's why you can see that this Trump administration is trying its best to avoid conflicts. They're avoiding just to go in conflict with Iran. They're trying to end the Russia-Ukraine war, and they're trying their best not to get into major conflicts, as it's going to affect the USA economy, especially on food prices. So the Trump administration has done its best to control inflation. As much as inflation is under control, the problem, as I said earlier, that the new high is the new normal. So that's why people are still feeling the high grocery prices. So under this Trump administration, that is not pro-war than the previous administration of Biden, it looks like inflation is gonna stay the same and stable off, and hopefully um, the increase of salaries will then be able to then stabilize um, affordability within the American economy. So please like and subscribe for more content on this, as I will be doing my best to deliver content in regards to USA economy. Thanks, guys.